Good morning. This is Patty Joe, and I just like to say good morning to everybody. I'm going to take a look at a case that's been in the news. I think my strategy on this is usually to wait till some of this stuff plays out, which I know puts me behind the eight ball on some of this stuff, but I'm hoping you'll get the idea why later, and you can comment or um, if you agree or tell me what your thoughts are as well, but please be kind. This is for entertainment, educational purposes only. We're going to take a look at the Carlee Russell situation. And I believe CNN did a fairly good job summing it up in a pretty decent amount of time. This is about a 2-minute video. Let's take a quick look and listen.
Carlee Russell's disappearance sent shockwaves through the state of Alabama for 49 hours as a search for the missing woman worried many.
Sorry.
Community members all trying to find the 25-year-old after this 911 call last Thursday.
I am on Interstate 459, and there is a kid just walking by themselves.
That call coming from Interstate 459 South. Russell telling a dispatcher a toddler was walking alone on the side of the road. Police would arrive to find Carlee's car, wig, purse, and phone, but no sign of her or the toddler.
42, call her RP back. She's not at their vehicle.
CLA red and color to Nicole Russell out of Birmingham. And we're not getting the female to answer. We're trying to call her back. She's not answering.
42, just be advised her vehicle's unlocked, running. All her personal belongings, you can set for her phone.
Police say on Saturday night, Russell showed up at her parents' home. Listen to what she told detectives.
When she got out of her vehicle to check on the child, a man came out of the trees and mumbled that he was checking on the baby. She claimed that the man then picked her up and she screamed. The next thing she remembers is being in the trailer of an 18-wheeler.
Hoover detectives also described what surveillance video at her job showed before Russell called 911 that Thursday.
Surveillance video from her place of employment shows Carlee concealed a dark-colored bathrobe, a roll of toilet paper, and other items belonging to the business.
Detectives say the 25-year-old also stopped at a Target where she bought snacks that weren't found in her car when officers arrived, and say her internet search history over the last month are, quote, relevant to this case.
On July 11th at 7:30 a.m., the term, "You have to pay for an Amber Alert" was searched. On July 13th at 1:03 a.m., the day of her disappearance, a search for the movie Taken, a film about abduction, was conducted.
Hoover detectives say they hope to speak to Russell again, but so far that hasn't happened since she returned home Saturday.
We're still working this case, and we'll be working this case until we uncover every piece of evidence that helps us account for the 49 hours that Carlee Russell was missing.
Okay, I honestly do not think that this type of situation is all that unique. Thank goodness she's home and physically unharmed. I really want to address a couple of things here. And I do think that it comes into, wait a second, go away. Go away. It comes into play with what's going on, even with the crime in Baltimore. I'm going to try to tie this all together. Okay, so why does something like this happen? Here are my notes. I was talking to somebody at the dog park yesterday, and she was about my age. And of course, we all know that, I was born before electricity. So back then, we had little to do inside. We had our chores, we had rules, we had boundaries. We did our chores. We went outside to play. There were 3 television stations on the TV. You had to go to the TV and turn the channel. It wasn't instant. To get the news, you had to read a newspaper or watch the news reports. It wasn't on social media. We didn't know all of our neighbors' business. These were not things that we did. Even at the pool, um, we used to have what was called Adult Swim.